Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a bit of a challenging video today because I am filming with my son right here. He's in his little bouncer. He's chilling right next to me and I haven't done this before, so I'm hoping that he can sit tight for a little bit. It is Saturday morning. He just woke up. I just fed him. I changed him and hopefully he's content for like, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes. We'll see how fast we can do this because mama really needs a manicure, like so badly. I'm just gonna get into it and I'll explain what I'm doing as we go. My nails have been on a journey since the last video I uploaded. So let's just get started. I have the rest of my coffee that I'm gonna enjoy. Today I'm gonna do a Gelish Foundation Flex manicure, which is basically just 2 coats of their Foundation Flex and a top coat. There's no additional base coat required. There's no like actual color. I don't know what shade I'm gonna do yet. I'm either gonna do light nude or light pink. No, I think I'm gonna do light nude. It's a really pretty light pink. It's very gummy looking. It's like a gummy jelly polish. I think it's gonna be perfect. So since having my son and taking a little time off to just like heal and get into our routine, I now feel a little more comfortable filming and sharing some content. So I'm trying to get into a regular upload schedule and I really want to upload on Sundays. So I have uploaded on Sundays the past few, I think 3 weeks, and it's currently Saturday morning. So this video is due tomorrow. So I really wanted to make sure that I got it done. So last night I set up like this whole filming area, which is really just like our dining room table, but I put my light up, I got my camera out here, I got all the polish ready so that this morning, once I was ready to go, I could just hop on and quickly film this. So we will quickly edit it this afternoon and have it live for you tomorrow. And then next week I got to figure out what I want to do. So having a baby really doesn't allow for nice, long, beautiful nails, at least not yet. I haven't had much luck growing mine and keeping them long, which I kind of imagined would happen, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to change that because I really miss my nails and I don't even need like very long nails, but they just need to be a little more than nubs. So since that last mani video, I did a couple quick little manicures and a full Gel X extension manicure. So I filmed that, but then my extensions, one of them popped off after 2 days and then the rest of them I just took off because I didn't feel like putting it back on. And that's kind of where we landed with that. So my nails have been pretty much naked since then. And today we are going to just give them a little TLC. All right, so we are doing light nude. What I love about this polish is there's really minimal prep because it's not a full manicure. So it's really like a treatment polish. You can use it to build under your manicures or you can just wear it alone. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. A little bounce. So Saturday mornings, Dan is at work. So it's just me and Cameron, and I thought that we would give this a shot today. We'll see how it goes. So the thing about this polish, it's very sticky to work with. It's definitely stickier than any of their other polishes, base coats or colors. So when you're applying it, you don't want it to be too loopy because then it'll get too thick and then it might peel. Wow, this is like super sheer. But even just having like this little tiny bit of polish is making me feel so much better. I don't know if I've ever filmed a video like this quickly or like haphazardly, but we woke up, I got Cameron ready and I put like the tiniest bit of makeup on my face, just a little concealer, a little bronzer, and a little lip. Just that tiny bit of makeup makes all the difference in my mood. I just feel a little less of a mess. All right, we're just cleaning and then we're gonna pop these in the lamp real quick. Super sheer. Like you could barely even tell, but hey baby. Oh, you're smiling. Can you tell my brain is like all over the place? Well, I guess I normally just won't film with the baby, but today we're just doing what we gotta do. Motherhood has been amazing so far. I really am so like just in it. I feel so present, more present than I've ever been in my entire life because everybody tells you how fast it goes. And let me be the one to say that every morning when I wake up, go in my son's room and look at him, I swear he's grown. He is growing so fast, so quickly, and I do feel like the time is flying by. So any moment I have with him, I just want to soak it up. I want to look at him, I want to play with him. I want to eat him, honestly. He's like the yummiest, cutest little thing in the world. And he's honestly a great baby. He doesn't give us much trouble at all. He's eating great, he's sleeping great, and I'm just so blessed and grateful and thankful and happy, and life just feels really good. And I'm trying to oh, mommy's saying nice things and you don't want to cry. Sometimes when it feels that way, you can start to go down like a dark path and, you know, think about the negatives or how things could go wrong. And I'm trying to correct that pattern of thinking that I've had before and just, you know, focus on what is. We're gonna see how long he makes it. He might have to go chill in his crib crib and hang out with his mobile, or the second hand. So in his crib, there's this really cute sports mobile that he just loves. And it has been my saving grace when I need just a minute to myself. If I need to get ready, take a quick shower, I'll place him in his crib, turn his mobile on. It has music, it spins around, and he just stares at it in awe. Like, it makes him so happy, which in turn makes me so happy because it gives me just a little bit of a break if I'm home alone with him. This past week, I started going on the treadmill again. I'm trying to do it 3 days a week. That's my goal for right now. And I've been doing some light work with weights just to get my body moving again. I feel really good. I've lost a lot of the baby weight. I think breastfeeding helped with that a ton. But there are still like a few pounds I want to shed, but more importantly, I want to tone up. Definitely feeling a little like weaker. So I just want to just get a little stronger, especially now that he's here. It's like, I want to be here for a very long time and I want to be healthy and I want to be able-bodied. So that's honestly where my mind goes. Yes, you want your mama to play with you for a long time. This is very gloopy. It reminds me of polygel almost. This color is, part of me wants to do 3 coats, but I know that'll be probably too thick. It doesn't look like I have anything on really. So I had very high hopes for the Gel X, like super high hopes, but it honestly wasn't as hard to do as I thought it would be. There is a bit of a learning curve, and I think next time I do it, I will have picked up a couple of tips that will be a lot more helpful, because I did have some overflow of the glue behind the nail and at the bottom of the cuticle, which makes for kind of a messy application. But once they were on, they looked great. I'll insert a photo here. Hopefully I remember. And I may still edit that video and put it live just as like a true beginner's video, but I do want to give it another shot. So that's on my to-do list for the coming weeks. I feel like I have this ever-growing to-do list. There's always something to do around here, whether it's cleaning, washing bottles, washing myself, our laundry, Cameron's laundry, grocery shopping, cooking. It's kind of never ending, but I've just been prioritizing Cameron. Like anytime that he wants to snuggle or nap on me or play, like I'm doing that because I know I'm not gonna be able to do that forever. My chores can wait. Dan and I can divide and conquer that when we have some free time, but there are some things that are just like looming over my head that I cannot wait to do. Like my office is a disaster, and I mentioned that in the last video I actually filmed in there. It is just such a mess. That is where my closet is, that's where my makeup is, all my clothes are, so I just have like clean laundry, dirty laundry, just stuff everywhere. Should I do one more coat? I think I'm gonna do 1 coat of light pink, which is a little more pink, 2 light nudes, 1 light pink, to hopefully give it just a little more color. But I hope this isn't like too thick of a manicure. I think it's gonna be. Anyway, back to my office. I was hoping that this weekend maybe I would find a little time and a little energy to tackle that, because it really does need it. I want to go through my closet, go through my drawers, pack up all the maternity clothes that are still taking up space there because I haven't been wearing them. Just a couple like nursing tanks and bras, maternity jeans and leggings and whatnot I don't need anymore, so I'm gonna put those away and then just get my closet not ready for spring but ready to be switched over for spring, because when that comes, that's always a big project. You're being a good boy, Cameron. You're just chilling watching mom and her bubble nails. It's crazy how like this is not going to be a great manicure, but I don't even care because it's a manicure. I've reached that point in my life. It doesn't even matter. I don't know how many chatty mani videos I'm gonna film because there's probably more chatting to do than fun maniing, because it's really just like, can I squeeze this manicure in? But we are figuring it out. So for the past 3-4 years, Dan and I go to Aruba every winter. And this is the first year we're not going. We're both so bummed. He's just too young right now, and you know, life's a little too chaotic. So we are skipping our annual trip. Hopefully we can go again next year and bring him, but he's gonna need a passport and all that. So we are just hunkering down, trying to get through the winter. January in Connecticut was like the most miserable month. One of the local meteorologists posted a pie chart the other day showing how many cloudy days there were in January, and it was basically, I think 27 days were completely cloudy or 50% more clouds. So it was just a dark and dreary, miserable month. Luckily, we were just at home the whole time. It was like snuggling, taking care of a little baby, so it wasn't, you know, I didn't feel like we missed much. But I woke up this morning to the sun shining, beaming through the blinds, and it completely changed the energy of the day. My mood, I want to go out. It's still like 30 something degrees. It's not really like warm, but it just looks so much nicer. Blue sky, like, oh, give it to me. Bulbous nails for mom. Who have I become? The Super Bowl is next weekend. I was so excited with the 2 teams that ended up going to the Super Bowl because I really wanted them to debunk that whole like the NFL is scripted thing. If you saw the logo that they made for the Super Bowl was red and purple, so everyone thought that it was going to be, I think, the 49ers and the Ravens going to the Super Bowl, but the Ravens lost. 49ers could have lost. I would have liked to see Detroit go instead, which would have been blue and purple. Now it's like red on red. And I think I'm rooting for the 49ers. I was really debating, while I love the whole like Taylor and Travis phenomenon, they're so fun to watch. We're gonna get to watch them anyway. They don't necessarily need to win. I think it would be cool for Olivia Culpo and Kristen Juszczyk to win, just because those women have had awesome years. Obviously, we're watching for the women now. I think it's crazy how this year the NFL finally realized how they could attract a female audience. I'm telling you, football is a very big deal in our house. I've had to watch a lot of football over the years, and that's okay. Like, I don't mind it, but it definitely gets kind of boring. So when you're invested in some of these side stories, it makes the season so much more fun. So I think I've decided that I am rooting for San Francisco. I hope they win because I think this was the same Super Bowl as 2020 and the Chiefs won. So, you know, it's San Fran's time. I really need to get into a better cuticle care routine too. For someone who sells her own cuticle oil and preaches about cuticle care, I've been such a slacker. I need to take my own advice and honestly just leave bottles around, which I did not too long ago, and it did make a difference. Like, I need to leave a bottle where I nurse him at night. I need to leave a bottle in our living room because we spend a lot of time there. And I need to just remember to apply it more often because my cuticles are looking so rough. I am still selling Sweet Almond. We are out of eyedroppers. I haven't been able to get new ones. I am thinking of possibly launching a new product this year, maybe a polish. I'm working on it. It's just a lot. I have so many ideas of things I want to do, and I have a really hard time executing them. I don't know why. I have way more ideas than I do momentum. I think a lot of people are like that, but I am gonna make the effort because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So working on that. What else? Just trying to get into a groove with this like motherhood thing. He finally fell asleep, by the way. I was hoping that would happen. Trying to find a groove, I know we talked about this a little bit in my last video, just what kind of content I want to share and create. Again, I have ideas all the live long day. I have series I think would be fun. I have posts and reels and YouTube videos and like all these things that I would love to do, but it's really just, it comes down to just doing it. Okay, these are definitely a little thick, but I will survive. Here's a quick look close up. My hope is that I can stick to gel manicures maybe every 2 weeks or so, even if I just do this Foundation Flex until these grow out. They were actually at a really good length a couple weeks ago, and then I broke one of my nails and it was all downhill from there. So we're just trying to get back into the swing of things. I didn't make a talking point list for this video, just wasn't happening. My apologies if we're all over the place. I know I've mentioned this before, but I always save my non-dominant hand for last so that I can finish my manicure painting with my dominant hand. It's so much easier, and this hand already looks so much better than the other one. So I've been breastfeeding, and breast milk has become like my Roman empire. I just want to know everything about it. It's just one of my favorite TikTok rabbit holes to go down. I breastfeed him pretty much every feeding unless we have guests over. I always have bottles stored, and then a lot of times the last feeding of the night before we go to bed, Dan will do so that I can either pump or get to sleep a little earlier. So those are the times he takes a bottle, but for the most part, I'm breastfeeding him. And I have been able to build up a little bit of a freezer stash. I can freeze one bag, like 1 4-ounce bag, maybe I would say I average like every other day. All the milk that I've pumped and saved, I have in cartons in the fridge, and that's good for 4 days in the fridge. But on the last day, if we're not gonna drink it, I will freeze it. So that's how I've been able to build a little bit of a stash, which is exciting. I can see how it's like addicting. Like, you wanna build this huge stash, but I also don't want like our freezer to be overcome with milk that I don't know if and when I'll use. But with that said, I've been reading so many things about how women are using their breast milk, not just for their babies to treat any kind of ailment or, you know, in their bath water, but also for themselves. Some women put it on their face. They freeze little like popsicle sticks and kind of use it as a treatment. Apparently it's got a lot of antibacterial properties. It helps with like fine lines and wrinkles. So I'm like, wait a second, do I have the best skincare I need coming out of my body right now? So gross, maybe, I don't know. Last night I took a little bit of breast milk, I dipped a cotton ball in it, and I just applied it to my face like I would a toner. And I left it on for I don't know. They said to leave it on for like 20 minutes. I probably left it on for 10-ish. And then I just rinsed it off and went to bed. But it does make your face feel like really tight, really clean. So I don't know. I'm gonna try that. And then I haven't heard anything about this. Based on what people say, I don't see why it wouldn't maybe help. I haven't been losing my hair yet, at least not to the degree that people say I will. I'm starting to lose a little more in the shower, getting close to like what I used to lose before being pregnant. When I was pregnant, I would lose 0 hair in the shower, like maybe 1 strand. That's never happened in my whole entire life. It was amazing. But now we're back to losing like, you know, a few strands. But some people say like you get to the point where it comes out in clumps, and that happens like 3 or 4 months postpartum. So I'm only 2 months postpartum, and I'm kind of just preparing for that, like mentally, because I don't have a lot of hair to begin with, and I just can't afford to lose too much. So anyway, I thought that I would try maybe breast milk on my hair, like just like a breast milk mask or something. I don't know if that's weird or gross, but let me know how you have used your breast milk in ways other than feeding your baby. I saw a lot of cool videos of women making soaps. They melt it down with soy or something, and then they pop it into molds. I'm like, that could be cool. I might make like little tiny ice chips and use that to just like rub on my face. I don't know. I'm completely fascinated by the whole thing. The female body is wild. The stuff that it does, the stuff it produces, like it's pretty nuts. He's like smile dreaming. I love this kid so much. I'm so glad he's letting mom paint her nails. Nails are very important to mom. I might take him outside for a walk today. That would be so nice just to get out. Oh no, you're waking up. No, no, don't wake up, don't wake up. You're so tired. Oh no, we have open eyes. I have 2 more coats to do. Hang on, camera. My new favorite thing to do with him is after his last feed of the night or early morning. It's usually around like 6-ish, 5:36. And after that, I'll just bring him into my bed, and we'll just snuggle for a little bit in the morning and watch the news or something on TV. And this morning, it was so sunny in our room. I know I mentioned that earlier, that it was so sunny, but it just made for such a nice start to the day. God bless you. All right, we're doing 1 more coat of light pink. Just like the other hand, I did 2 coats of light nude, 1 coat of light pink, and then 1 coat of Top It Off. So we only have 2 more coats. 2 more coats. Mom's got 2 more coats. Then it's you and me time, bud. We really haven't been leaving the house because honestly, there's nowhere to go. We go to either like my parents' house, Dan's parents' house, or the doctor. That's honestly the only places we've gone. But this week, I decided to take Cameron to my mom's house instead of her visiting here, just to get out of the house and have a change of scenery. And it was like the nicest afternoon. I get to the house, she has all of these like toys out for him and chairs, and she has the table set with lunch for us, and it was just so relaxing. Like my mom has been the absolute best just for me, for him. I don't know what I would do without her. She just makes this whole motherhood experience seem very doable, and I'm so grateful for just her help and her support. She's still making us food every week. She'll bring over like soups or a dinner. I don't know what I would do without her. I really don't. And I'm glad Cameron gets to spend some time with her. She's just been like waiting her whole life to be a grandma. She was an amazing mom, and it's clear she's already an amazing grandma. And Nina, we call her Nina. That's her grandma name, short for No Nina. Oh, you hear me talking about Nina? Hang tight, bud. We're almost done. We're almost done. Mom's almost done. I started to compile a list of like the top items that we used the most in the first 2 months of his life, because when I was registering, I was just completely overwhelmed. I had no idea what I needed, what I would want, what he would like. And I found those kinds of videos and posts very helpful because it at least gave me a little idea. So I put together a list of my must-haves for the first 2 months of life, just in general, and then a whole must-have of feeding related items. So like breastfeeding related things that helped us in that department. So I really want to put that together and share that soon. The reason I brought it up is because one of them is what he is sitting in right now. He's in the baby Bjorn bouncer, which so many people told me was a must-have, and it was really expensive. It's like $200. So I registered for it, but I also registered for a dupe that was on Amazon that people said was just as good. I ended up getting both. The dupe was not as good. My sister got me the Bjorn, which so generous. It really is an amazing little bouncer. Like to me, it was worth it. I understand the hype. He loves this chair. He hangs out in it while I'm cooking. He truly loves it. Putting that one on my list. Some people don't get the hype, but I really have enjoyed it. The truth is, your baby like doesn't need anything but the necessities. You can get by with nothing. You know, milk and diapers. But for those looking for additional items, there are a lot of things out there that do help and do make your life easier. And that's what I wanted to share. But the baby industry, much like the beauty industry, much like the weight loss industry, is just saturated and filled with things that you really don't need. And it's crazy how they market this stuff to moms. Like, you must have it. And you really don't. You don't. Hang on, buddy. You want to come up on the video in a minute? Do you want to do that? He's still in his jammies, so am I. We haven't gotten ready for the day yet. We will. Hi, you. He's loving music. Like, we've been playing so much music. A lot of Wheels on the Bus, 5 Little Ducks, Baby Shark. I had to pack up all his newborn clothes the other day. Well, that's not true. Just his newborn onesies. He's outgrown them in length, but he still fits in his newborn onesies without legs. I don't know what those are called. The pajamas he doesn't fit in anymore, but the ones that just snap around the diaper, he does still fit in those, and they fit him like so cute. I love dressing him. At first it was like I had zero desire to go through the whole like top, bottom, socks thing, but now it's like one of my favorite parts of the day, dressing him and brushing his hair. He has a good amount of hair. He really does. It's so light. He came out really dark, but he's lightening up for sure. And we're still waiting to see like what his eye color is gonna be, what his hair color is gonna be. He changes every day and he looks so different at different times of day, from different angles. Most people say he looks just like me, which I think is really sweet and awesome because he's my baby. But I think he's starting to look a little more like his dad now, which is exciting too. Genetics are wild. It's crazy how everything kind of comes together. All right, I am just filing the sides anywhere that I feel like the polish may have overflowed, just because these nails are so short that it's kind of tricky to use gel polish on really short nails, I find. All right, I know I mentioned that they're a little bulbous, which they are. Kind of don't care. We're just rocking with it, right? A little sweet almond to finish the job, and then we will wrap up this video. Yes, it's time. Here we go, the final product. I feel like they're actually like a decent length. They have a little bit of growth on them, but they're not long. But there's potential. Like, come back in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we might be in a good spot. All right, let's give a little appearance from the cam man. Cameron, you wanna look at the camera? No, you just wanna look this way. Here's my little guy. Oh, you wanna give a smile? You wanna give a smile? He's just starting to smile. Mwah, I love you. Mama loves you. But I'm sure he's hungry. He's still like such a little scrunch. He loves to scrunch up. Oh, you're hungry. All right, we'll put him back down. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and painting along with me. If you did, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.